Trans woman spots exhausted pregnant worker at gas station. What she does next will leave you speechless. She didn't even flinch when the rain hit her face. She just kept working, like stopping wasn't an option. It was close to midnight in East Los Angeles. A steady drizzle tapped against the pavement, shimmering beneath the harsh white glow of the gas station's canopy lights. Cars came and went. Most people didn't pay attention. But Ava did. Ava, a trans woman in her mid-30s, had pulled into the station on her way home from a late-night shift at a nearby LGBTQ+ community kitchen she helped run. She was exhausted, but something about that gas station made her sit in her car a little longer. A young pregnant woman, maybe 7 months along, was loading windshield fluid, stacking crates, wiping windows, checking oil, alone, in the rain, no coat, just a cheap work shirt clinging to her back, her face pale from the cold. Ava watched her from inside her car, watched how customers barely glanced at her, watched how she winced every time she bent to lift a box, but never stopped. Watched her daughter, probably 7 or 8, curled up on a cracked plastic chair near the store entrance, sketching quietly in a soggy notebook. And Ava thought, why is no one helping her? She stepped out of the car. As Ava approached the child, she offered a smile. Hi there. What you drawing? The girl looked up shyly, clutching a stubby red pencil. A restaurant, she said, with my mom and me and food we used to make with Grandma. Ava crouched beside her. The sketch was wobbly but hopeful. Warm tables, smiling faces, a sign out front that was just a big rectangle, still blank. What's that space for? Ava asked, pointing. The name. Mama says one day we'll name it together, if we ever open it. Before Ava could say more, the girl's mother, Emily, hurried over, out of breath. Sophia, honey, don't bother. She stopped when she saw Ava's kind eyes. She's not bothering me, Ava said warmly. You're working hard. Emily nodded, brushing damp strands of hair from her face. Gotta keep moving, she said. Rent doesn't wait. Ava stayed close, buying time. She watched Emily shuffle through her tasks, her body slow, her hands fast. She limped slightly on her right foot. Ava's heart ached. Do you do all this alone? She finally asked. Emily hesitated. 2 jobs, night shifts here, mornings cleaning offices. Sophia comes with me, can't afford a sitter. And the baby's father? Emily stiffened. Left when I told him. Said he didn't sign up for a second kid. Ava felt her jaw tighten. She knew abandonment. She knew what it was like to feel invisible, to be told your life wasn't worth investing in. Do you get any help? Ava asked gently. Emily shook her head. Charity's not stable. I work. That's what I can control. Ever think about that restaurant? Ava asked. Emily gave a short laugh, sad, quiet. Dreaming's a luxury, ma'am. When you've got kids to feed, you can't afford what-ifs. Sophia handed her mother a new drawing. This is us, she said, in our restaurant, and you're smiling. Emily blinked away tears. That'd be nice. Ava stood in silence for a long moment, the girl's red pencil like a signal flare in her mind. Then she made a decision. The next night, Ava came back, a single paper bag in her hand. Sophia lit up when she saw her, ran over holding her newest drawing. I added the sign. Ava smiled. Can I see it? The name was scrawled in crayon, La Cucina di Mama. Perfect, Ava whispered. Then she turned to Emily, who was clearly wary. I'm not here to make you uncomfortable, Ava began, but I saw something in you, and your daughter, that reminded me why I do what I do. From the bag, Ava pulled out a box of brand new art supplies for Sophia, a voucher for prenatal physical therapy sessions, and one sealed envelope. Emily frowned. What's this? First month's rent, paid in full, no strings, and this. She handed over a small flyer. A scholarship I pulled strings for, culinary training, flexible hours, for single moms. Emily stared, her hands trembled. Why? Ava met her eyes. Because people forget that resilience isn't supposed to be a punishment. Because you're already a chef in your soul. You just need a kitchen. That week, Ava visited daily, bringing groceries and walking Sophia to the corner library while Emily finished her shift. On Thursdays, they cooked together in Ava's kitchen, family recipes restored and shared. Emily's confidence grew with every lasagna, every pot of soup. 5 months later, Ava stood in a small renovated space just 2 blocks from that gas station. She held the door open as Emily and Sophia approached, dressed in matching aprons. Above the entrance, La Cucina di Mama in handcrafted lettering. Inside, a few tables, a warm brick oven, a wall of Sophia's framed sketches. The smell of simmering marinara filled the air. A soft radio played old Italian classics. Emily gasped. "This is mine?" Ava nodded. "It's ours. You cook. I'll help run the books. We'll build it together." Tears streamed down Emily's cheeks as Sophia ran to the children's corner, set up with coloring books and Ava's donated pencil box. The grand opening was packed. Friends from the LGBTQ+ center, local neighbors, a few former gas station customers who recognized Emily and had come to support. Ava stood behind the register, watching it all unfold. Emily brought out 2 steaming bowls of lasagna, her signature dish, and placed one in front of Ava. "This," Emily said, "is for believing in me when I didn't know how to believe in myself." Ava smiled. "You just needed someone to remind you you're allowed to dream, even now, especially now." The restaurant quickly became a neighborhood treasure. Emily cooked with soul. Sophia handed out hand-drawn menus. Ava handled permits and spreadsheets with quiet pride. Every Friday, they hosted community night where people could pay what they could, and always there was a table set for someone who might need it most. One evening, after the last guest had left, Emily stood beside Ava, wiping down the counter. "You know what I realized?" she said. "We didn't just open a restaurant. We opened a home." Ava looked around at the soft candlelight flickering on the tables, the laughter still echoing faintly, the aroma of herbed olive oil in the air. "Yeah," she said softly, "and every home deserves a heart. You gave it that." And every night, just before closing, the 3 of them would sit together and dream. Because once someone believes in you, sometimes that's all it takes to start believing again in yourself.